overall thoughts coming off of the first win of the season?
Well, obviously, first of all, delighted for the players. That's the first and foremost emotion that I feel right now. I mean, it's it's been a couple of weeks where we've asked some questions and we've continued to work, and I felt they completely deserved a victory there tonight. And like I say, I'm more than happy for them and for the whole staff and for everybody connected with the club to get that first moment. We're very pleased with it, obviously, and we'll celebrate that for a moment when we get back in the locker room. But if I'm honest with you, it doesn't change anything now that we do again next week, as last week didn't change anything we did this week. But I'm delighted for the players because I felt the effort and the performance that they gave tonight was well deserving of a victory.
Saw a couple of tweaks in there with the starting lineup. What did you see from that left-hand side of the pitch based on the changes that you made?
Well, I mean, I think in Warnham with Eriksson, they offer a slightly different style of players in there. Obviously, Eriksson has a little bit more of a dynamic nature to the way that he plays. He's very comfortable becoming a winger. And with Juan as well, he has a lot of quality. We know that, and he's I think a good addition to the club this year from a quality point of view. He's also very comfortable coming inside and playing in that pocket, and the two of them I felt worked well there together. But it was a couple of changes that we decided was appropriate and was the right change for this game. I'm very pleased with how they performed, and to get their first start for the season was pleasing to get them into the team, and I felt they both had some very good moments in the game tonight. But they were part of, I think, a very well-rounded and complete team performance tonight. And while I'm saying individually they performed well, I'm most pleased and most happy for the team as a whole.
Coach, can you talk about the defense, particularly in the second half, and your thoughts on how you did? The defense, yeah. I mean, look, when you score that first goal, it's normal in a game that you have to hold on to that lead at times, and of course the other team have to come and try to apply a little more pressure and maybe change what they do a little bit, and that's normal. I felt we have a couple of good moments in transition as well, where we maybe could have scored that second goal and killed the game off a little bit, but sometimes those moments don't quite come, and I thought we saw the game out extremely well tonight. I was very pleased with the team defensively in those final moments, and like I say, it's normal that you have to see out a few moments of pressure there, and I felt we stood up to it well. We competed well, we stayed calm and we stayed organised, and that was a very pleasing part of the performance as well, to see those last few minutes out.
Coach, what was that feeling like tonight, seeing Panos find the back of the net for you?
It's always a great feeling. Obviously, the first goal of the season is a great moment, whoever scores that goal. But I think Panos deserved a good moment there. I think he's performed well in the first 3 games of the season, and it was nice to see him get that moment. But again, it was a very good team goal, and I think that sort of typified the performance overall tonight. It was a well-created goal, and really pleased for him to get inside the box. Is something we've been asking a little bit more of him over these last couple of weeks, is to become a player that threatens the box and threatens the goal, and adds a couple more goals to his tally through the course of a season. So I was really pleased for him, but again, I think when I walk back inside there tonight, it won't matter who scored the goal. They'll be pleased for each other and deservedly so.
Coach, you talk about the build-up and everything going into that goal, and obviously the first half, a lot of great chances, but not quite the end product there.
Yeah.
What do you tell your team at halftime to keep them pushing towards getting that goal?
I told them at halftime that I felt we performed really well in the first half, and the things that I asked them before the game, I felt they were executing those things generally very well. So my message at halftime was to keep doing more of what we were already doing, and I felt if we kept the energy in the game and we kept the rhythm with the ball and we kept dominating the game from a possession point of view, we would keep creating chances, and we felt we would find that moment. And that was the message at half time, was to not to change too much, but make sure we didn't ease off in any way, and make sure that we're never happy with the game at half time. Even if we feel we've played well in the first half, that's never enough. 45 minutes of a good performance won't get you there, and so we knew that, and we spoke with the players about that. And I didn't have to say too much at half time today. I think they felt they were playing well, and the energy was coming from them today. So my job today was to reinforce some messages and keep them doing the things they were doing already.
What about the momentum from this game do you want to take carrying over next Saturday?
Yeah, of course, the momentum from a win is great, and like I said, I'm sure when I walk inside, players will be happy, and they deserve that. And like I said, we'll celebrate the moment tonight. It doesn't change anything in terms of how we approach next week. Honestly, I know this is, as professionals, whether a result goes in our favour or not, we'll get over that quickly, and then we'll recover well, and then we'll attack next week, same as we did this week. And we expect again another tough game from a good opponent next week. But the energy in the stadium I felt tonight was great, and from the when the players give good performance, obviously the fans react to that, and vice versa. The players react to the energy of the fans. So it's a great point that you make about momentum, and we need momentum on the field. We also need momentum from the fans and from the stadium. And this is I've spoken about, we want to make this a very difficult place to come and play. I feel that both performances we've given at home so far this season, albeit that the result didn't go our way in the first game, but we played well, I felt, and I've made those comments to that effect. And I feel if we keep giving back to the fans from a performance point of view and from an energy, and fans like to see players work hard, and so do I. And this is something that they're aware of, and they know the more they give to the fans, the more they'll get back. So momentum and energy are two things that certainly we hope to carry forward.
You look at Jose Hernandez in the midfield. I believe he had one misplaced pass all game.
Is that right?
What do you think about his performance?
I don't remember that one, if I'm honest with you. But no, he was excellent tonight. Jose was an outstanding performer tonight, and played a real critical role for us tonight. He was excellent. Not just from his ability with the ball, but I felt his energy in the game, and his reading of the game is of a very high level. And I'm pleased for Jose. Obviously from a disappointment last weekend, and Jose is a strong character, and Jose is a very high level player. We know this, so I was pleased to see that from him tonight, and to achieve the level of accuracy in a performance is obviously, especially for a player in his role and a player that plays in the way he does, that's obviously a very important piece for him. So really pleased for him tonight, and I thought he was excellent.
You look at these first few weeks now, and the link-up play on the right-hand side between Panos and Edgardo. How have you seen that develop?
Yeah, I think this is something that through pre-season, this takes a little while to gel, and we perhaps didn't see quite enough rhythm through those pre-season games. But I think now that we've started the season, and we've spent more time, I think, probably working on those aspects with certain players. And I think again a big thing for Panos is his ability to link play is outstanding. Obviously he gets his goal tonight, but for him as a creative force in the team, it's very important that we get him and all of the 10s in the team. They all have great ability to affect games, and Panos is no different, and his ability tonight to bring Rito into the game. And like I say, I felt we saw this in the first game as well. Thought Panos and Rito worked well together, and again, good performance tonight, capped it off with a good goal. Pleased for him. And Rito's a player who, from his energy, from his timing of his movement, from his repeated ability to make those runs, is always a threat. And those two players in different ways working together, I think was a good combination for us tonight.
Now, Coach, there were 0 shots on target for Oakland, and it seemed like Pape was always either winning the balls in the air or a step ahead of everybody else on the ground. How much confidence does he give you in being in that back line?
He brings a lot of confidence to me. I told the team before the game here, Pape included, that they have my complete belief and they have my complete confidence. And obviously we're disappointed with a result and a performance last weekend. That doesn't change how I feel about the team. That doesn't change the quality that I know exists in the team. And Pape is a player who is obviously playing his 3rd professional game tonight. And looks, in a lot of ways, almost sort of beyond his experience level in terms of how he's performing, and that's great credit to him first and foremost. And it's also a lot of credit to, I think, the players that are playing around him. It's never easy as a young player to step into a team, and a team with high expectations, and a team that we expect to perform well and play well and win games. And for Pape to come into that and perform the way he has is a really great thing to see. So I'm, as I've said about a few names now tonight, I'm extremely pleased with him tonight, but not just tonight, from his performances over the first 3 games of the season, and bigger than that, how he's approached his development so far as a professional player. He's been outstanding in that way, and I will mention all the players that are around him, because it takes an army to achieve, and it takes a team to win, and it takes a lot of experienced voices helping young players like him to make his way. But he's done himself proud tonight and so far this season.
When you've got a good amount of seasoned veterans on this team, but also a good amount of young guys starting the year 0-2, but then getting this win today, what are you hoping that the older guys are telling the newer guys in a situation like this?
the players who have the experience from from being around seasons of soccer, we've all been through these ups and downs, and we've all been through results that don't go our way, and we've all been through performances that we're not happy with. Like I said, the most important thing from this is that you turn pages quickly, and that you don't let a disappointment stop you from attacking the next week. And same thing tonight. We won't let a win tonight distract us from what the task is again, and how we have to work and how we have to train, and we have to do the same thing as again in order to win next weekend. As far as the experienced players in a squad helping the younger players, it's those same sorts of messages, not to get too frustrated when things don't go their way, and also, like I said, not to get too high when things go well, and stay in that sort of middle ground, stay level, stay humble, something that we spoke about a lot. It takes consistency to perform well, and consistency in preparation, consistency in recovery, consistency in training, and then consistency in approach to games. And to be able to perform well like we did tonight, it takes experience, it takes energy, and it takes voices in that locker room. And we've had that all week this week, and not just from the players on the field tonight, but players who are not in the 18 tonight have played their role massively through this week. And like I said, it takes everybody together to move forwards every week, and we continue to do that.